Lucas, say hello.
Hello.
And can you do your Frank Spencer?
On a beret.
Well done, Luca. Take a bow. Well done.
This is why I'm going to bring you all the way. Don't stop. I'm starting to have a Mexican wave is the plan, right? So you keep going till they all join in. Right, now then. 1, 2, 3. Whoa, okay, good.
Come on, Rob. What it is, right? I've got to stand up here for 10 minutes, and I've only got 8.5 minutes of material. So what I thought I'd do is just come up, shut up for a minute, spend 30 seconds explaining, and then get on with it. I do realise that a minute of complete silence is a pretty weird way to begin a comedy gig, but trust me, it's an even weirder way to end one. I thought about different ways of trying to smuggle the minute silence in below the radar, as it were. I thought about having the 2 30-second silences, the 4 15-second silences. I even experimented with 60 1-second silences. But a set of this length, that's a 1-second silence every 10 seconds. So that's a lot to think about when you're trying to remember your material. To be honest, you probably wouldn't have noticed if I'd fucked it up once or twice, but I thought, no, I'd just get it out of the way. But anyway, look, I'm eating into my 3rd minute now. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Rob Hughes. That's Hughes, H-U-G-H-E-S. It's a fairly typical bog standard Welsh name, I'm sure you'll agree. But you'll be amazed how many ways there are to fuck it up. I ordered a taxi home from the pub one night. Guy at the end of the phone said, "What's the name?" I said, "Hughes," because I didn't see any point in lying about it. He said, "Shoes?" I said, "No, Hughes." He said, "Huge?" I said, "No, Hughes, H-U-G-H-E-S. 20 minutes later, the taxi arrived. The driver wound down the window and called out, "Taxi for Shrewd!" Fucking Shrewd! Who's called Mr. Shrewd? Sounds like a failed Mr. Man, doesn't it? Hello, my name is Mr. Shrewd, and these are my associates, Mr. Suave and Mr. Sophisticated. Now, you're probably familiar with our more juvenile counterparts. But let me assure you, we're not cut from the same cloth as Tickle and that lot, with their ridiculous hats and their one-dimensional personalities. Oh no, we're a far superior breed, although we don't get our own books. Apparently children aren't interested in reading about old Shrewd and his pragmatic business decisions. No, they'd rather read about some fucking imbecile who can't put his shoes on the right feet. I'm looking at you, Bubble! I'm sorry, this is neither the time nor the place, but I've been spending rather all the time with Mr. Zenford. Mr. Shrewd. I wouldn't mind, but Hughes is such an ordinary name, isn't it? And I'm glad about that, because I think people with their usual names get picked on, don't they? If you don't believe me, ask my mate Peter Bread. You can laugh, but he was always getting filled in at school. To be fair, he wasn't just teased for his name, but also because he lived with his nan. Then there's my mate Bob Slade. He got tormented something rotten. Didn't take it well. Got depressed. Went downhill very fast. It's nice to hear you laughing, ladies and gentlemen. I need that because I was the unfortunate recipient of a malicious phone call this week. I was in town shopping, my mobile rang, it said private number calling. I answered it, I said hello, because I'm not one to fuck with convention. The voice on the other end, however, wasn't a human voice, it was an electronic synthesized voice. American, a woman. It said, "You are a useless piece of shit. You will never succeed in comedy. I don't know why you're wasting your time, you fucking deluded wanker." And I thought, that's strange. I didn't know Stephen Hawking had a sister. But, yeah, it was really hard for me actually getting that phone call because I am quite a nervous performer. I feel quite nervous standing up here. I wouldn't say I'm shitting myself because I think that's a bit bold, but I have to confess I am emitting three-dimensional farts. I think my nervousness stems from having a lack of confidence and very low self-esteem. I've got such low self-esteem, in fact, that my idea of fantasising sexually is to close my eyes during sex and pretend that I'm someone else. My lack of confidence was compounded recently when I was a victim of identity theft and the thieves gave it back. I'm not an intelligent man, I've only recently started learning how to play chess. Progress is slow, it's one step forwards, two steps sideways. Chess players. I struggle to remember how to move the pieces. Just the other day I was playing a game, I tried to move my castle diagonally. It was a rookie mistake. Fuck off, it's a good joke. I'm not a successful man. This was made painfully obvious to me recently when I was attending a swingers party. A swingers party. Everybody else threw their car keys into the bowl. My bus pass stood out like a sore thumb. And the final straw came recently when I sat a personality test and failed. But despite all this, I have got a wife. I managed to persuade a woman to marry me. And thank God he didn't clap. Last year, my wife's father died. Sorry, she's not here, we can laugh about it. It was a difficult time for us because his funeral fell on the day of the Six Nations rugby final. Selfish. But, I love rugby. My wife said to me, "Look, I know that you love rugby, but this is my father's funeral." She said, "Meet me in the middle, why don't we record it and we can watch it together tonight?" I said, "Could do, I suppose." It's a bit morbid though, isn't it? They let me take cameras into the church. But, I went to the funeral obviously, and when I got there I saw her mother. She was wet, emotional, she wasn't drunk. She was dressed head to toe in black with a veil, bawling her eyes out. I looked at her and said, "Morning." As soon as I had said it, ladies and gentlemen, I realised how inappropriate it was. It was on 12 o'clock, I missed my window for the morning joke, which is why in hindsight I think she didn't laugh. But they actually asked me to speak at the funeral, which is a difficult thing to do, because I don't know what to say, isn't it? I just said that he had a very big heart. He wasn't a nice man, it was a medical condition. That's what killed him. But yeah, you probably can't tell from looking at me, but I've actually got something in common with Robbie Williams. Yeah? During the late 1990s, both Robbie and I were heavily addicted to cocaine. Yeah, I think our experiences of cocaine addiction were probably quite different. I seem to remember reading in the papers about brave Robbie Williams and his battle against cocaine addiction. He was also battling against sex addiction, so he had the edge on me. But yeah, brave Robbie Williams. It was like he was some kind of Roman soldier, some kind of gladiator. I never felt like a gladiator when I was squatted down on my haunches in dirty pub toilets with 10 pound bills stuffed in my nose. There wasn't ever a moment where I thought, my mum can see me now. She'd be dead proud of how brave I am. But I never actually saw Robbie on the MTV Bravery Awards either, which was a bit of a shame, but I think that would be quite funny. I'd like to see that. The presenter handed out his rosette. Little Timmy Evans, he's getting a rosette for bravery. Because little Timmy, he ran into a burning building to save his mother's life without fear, without any thought for his own safety. Here's his mum, slightly blistered. His little Daisy Evans, she's 14 years old, and she jumped into a freezing cold lake to save her sister when she fell in, ladies and gentlemen. 14 years old. This is a third hero who's slightly older. This is Robbie. Robbie hasn't fucked a prostitute for 2 years, ladies and gentlemen. But, whoops. Labyrinthitis. Yeah, I did used to be a cocaine addict. I'm not anymore. I drink a bit, but I found a way around drinking a lot because I used to drink a lot of whiskey, which is 40%, but now I mix it with green ginger wine, which is 14%. So that's 40 plus 14 is 54. Divided by 2 drinks is an average content, an average alcohol volume of 27. So now it's great, I can drink twice as much. But on that note, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to leave you. But I think it's gone alright, is it? Yeah, thank you very much. My father gave me some advice. He said, always leave them wanting more. Of course, my father wasn't a comedian, he was a restaurateur. He went under in the first 6 months. Thank you very much. Good night.